Hey, it's March 12th, Tuesday, and Consumer Price Index came out this morning. That is the major report for inflation data that the Fed looks at to make the rate decisions. And the big topic this year has been the reversal on the thought that the March meeting would have a rate cut, and now it's being pushed out to summer and maybe potentially even later, depending on how these inflation data points keep coming out. This one coming out a little bit hotter is going to keep solidifying that talking point that we'll most likely won't see a rate cut until later on in the year. What does that mean for you as a buyer? What is it going to do to interest rates? I think rates are going to remain relatively flat with some, minor corrections up and down over the coming spring. Because even though inflation's coming in a little bit harder than expected, it's still coming in close to their target of 2%. It's at, in the threes, right? So we're not that far off. We're way far away from the peak. The peak was around 9% year over year, and now we're down in the threes. So we've made progress as an economy on inflation. It's just not quite where they want to see it at to start really cutting back that interest rate. And then that'll usually cause a ripple effect to see mortgages coming down, credit cards, things like that. So from that standpoint, what I think a good strategy for this spring is stay out there buying, keep looking at houses within your price range. If rates do come down, get a better rate. If you already bought a house and you bought at a higher rate, refinance afterwards. But I think the key thing is you still always look at houses you can afford. I think that's the biggest thing about right now in this economy is don't overthink about it from the standpoint of rates and where they were a year ago and where prices were a year ago and 20 years ago. And my grandfather got 18%, he got 5%. Don't worry about all of that. Focus on your numbers, talk to your realtor, your lender, figure out what you can afford, do things within your comfort range, think about your economy, how long you've been in your career, how long you're going to be in that career, how long you want to be in that house. Weigh all of your factors into consideration before making a decision on buying or renting or staying wherever you are. The other stuff you can't control, so don't focus on those things, focus on your stuff.